I want to be able to bring the Bible to where we're at today. If we can't do that, what's the point in all of this?
Yeah, well, the Valley of Jehoshaphat. I mean,
Yep.
that's a connection I didn't even.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I didn't make
absolutely.
that until.
Yep.
I mean, I knew it was called that for some reason. I didn't know he's buried here.
Yeah, and he's sitting here waiting on the prophet.
That's why it's called the Valley of Jehoshaphat.
Well, the thing is that that's why I read that about the sun will be darkened, moon shall not give her light, and all
Yeah.
that, because it all happens at the same time. It's the same event. It's the Battle of Armageddon that happens right there at the end of the Great Tribulation. So, and that's why when I get on, I've had people on the radio that want me to prove, because I say that the rapture and the second coming is the same event, and
Yeah.
they're like, oh no,
Yeah.
there's got to be a 7-year period in between. I'm like, you don't understand the prophecies of Joel 3, Matthew 24, Revelation 6, where all of these things happen at the same time. That's the rapture. If you look in Revelation 16, where it talks about the 7 vials of the wrath of God, it's going on through there. And after the 6th vial, after the great river Euphrates is dried up to make way for the kings of the east,
Yep.
the Bible says, behold, I come as a thief. Well, he only comes as a thief at the time of the rapture.
Yep.
So, but it's all happens right there at the same time. The rapture occurs. We have the marriage supper of the Lamb in the sky, and go straight to fight on behalf of Israel at the Battle of Armageddon. The Bible says when he comes back that the armies of heaven come with him. That's the saints.
Mm-hmm.
And so I've got to be in that group. I don't care if I've got to stand on my head and walk down through here. I'm going to be in that group.
Now, when the 7th trumpet, when after the 2 witnesses raised, immediately after the earthquake, 7,000, it says the second woe is past, third comes quickly. Are those 2 events that are kind of real close to each other then?
No. So the 6th trumpet war happens before the Great Tribulation.
Right.
The 7th trumpet happens after the Great Tribulation.
Yeah, and that's
They're
when
at
the 2
least 3.5
witnesses.
years apart.
And that's right after the 2 witnesses. The 7th trumpet is
That's correct.
2 witnesses.
Yep.
And then it says in the
Well,
same
the 2
hour.
witnesses are before the 7th trumpet. They're 3.5 years before.
The 2 witnesses are before, the 7th trumpet's after,
That's
which
correct.
is the same as the.
The 2 witnesses are here during the Great Tribulation.
Yeah.
The mid-trib. Right?
And is that when
Well,
the.
3.5 years. First
Yeah, so-
3.5 years. Then the
The 2 witnesses come
Yeah.
at the 3.5 year mark. Yep.
Yeah.
That's correct.
3.5 years plus 3.5 days?
No. So they'll die and be lay in the streets for 3.5 days. Then they're resurrected.
Then they'll resurrect.